This is Debbie with the Food Prepping channel, and today I've got a recipe that I'm going to bring y'all along on and show you. And the first thing that I have is I've got one probably a medium-sized onion and one orange bell pepper. Hear Caden in the background, always here. So I've got one orange bell pepper and one medium onion, and I've got a stick of butter in here. I don't need it that much, but I've got to fry some pork chops in here after I do this. So I'm just going to put these all in here, and I'm going to let these sweat and get soft probably for about 5 minutes. And I'm making a pork chop casserole is what I'm making. Use hash browns and cream of celery soup and the onions and the peppers and sour cream, and it's just a lot of stuff, and I'll tell you what all I'm using as I do it. But right now I'm just going to cook these onions and peppers for about 5 minutes, and I'll bring you back. Okay, I've let the onions and the peppers, they've sweated for about 7 minutes, and I'm just going to put them in this bowl because I've got many more things that I've got to do. This is going to take a little while, but I think it's going to be very good. I was trying to leave a little bit of the margarine in here. You hear my cooktop, when I take the pan off of the cooktop, it lets me know, because there's nothing there to, there's no magnets or whatever going to, and it'll eventually cut itself off. Okay, so I've got the majority of them out of there. And now what I'm going to do is I've got 5, it said 8 pork chops, but I have 5 huge pork chops that I've got to brown. So I'm only going to be able to do like 3. No, I got 6. Alright, so I'm only going to be able to do like 3 at a time on here. So I've got to let these brown, and I'm going to put some Lowry seasoned salt on here and pepper, and let these brown. And when both of these sets of pork chops get done, I'll bring you back. Alright, I have about, well, this is a half a bag of Orida hash browns. It was 36 ounces, so we'll say this is 18 ounces of hash browns, and they're thawed. You have to let them thaw out, and I've got them in here. I've got a half a cup of sour cream that I'm going to put in here. With the hash browns. And while I'm doing this, I'm letting my pork chops finish cooking, browning in this pan, and I have my oven preheating to 350. Alright, and I have 1 can of cream of celery soup, and that's going to go in here. And I need 1 can of, and I'm just going to pour the milk in here and get some of this out. Alright, so that's 1 can of, I'm using 2%, but you could use whatever milk that you have. Alright. Let me set this over here.
How are you making a move?
Can you hand me the onions and the peppers, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
The cheese.
Okay, you you go back. Thank you. All right, now I've got the onions and the peppers that I softened up. They're going in here.
Yeah, please.
All right, and I have about a cup of mild shredded cheddar cheese. This is going in here. And I'm going to mix all this together. Kind of fold it all in together. And then I'm going to put this in my casserole dish. And I've got to get salt and pepper in here. Just salt to your taste, because that's going to be up to you. Some people don't like salt, so that's going to be up to you. And my coarse ground black pepper, that will be up to you as well, however how much you want. And then I have a can of French fried onions, original. It's a 6-ounce can. I'm going to use about half of these now. Mix all this together. And I think I'm going to put a little bit more milk in here.
Can I put the milk?
Okay, am I doing it?
Come on.
I put about a fourth of a cup, another fourth of a cup of milk in here. And I'm just folding this all together. Alright, let me get my pork chops out and I'll bring you right back. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of the hash browns, the onions, the peppers, the milk, the sour cream, all that's going to go in the bottom of my pan, my casserole dish. Straighten it out. Even it out in the casserole dish. Alright, and now I had assorted cut pork chops, so I'm okay. I have 6 pork chops, and these were assorted cut pork chops. And what I'm doing is I've already browned them, and I'm just cutting them into pieces, and the pieces are going to go on the top of the hash browns and the onions and the cheese and all that. And that's what I'm going to do with the pork chops. And when I get all these ready and get it all in the oven, I'll bring you back. Okay, all the pork chops are cut up and they're inside the casserole dish, and underneath the pork chops is the hash browns and the soup and everything else that I've named. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover up my casserole dish. And I've had my oven preheating to 350, and I'm going to put this in the oven and cook this for about 45 minutes, and I'll check on it in 45 minutes. So I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm back. This has been cooking in the oven for 45 minutes. Oh, it smells so good. So now I've got the other half of the onion pieces, and I'm going to put the rest of those all on top. Smells so good. Alright, and now I'm going to take a couple handfuls of cheese. Put the cheese all on top of it. Ever how much you want. I'm just feeding Nate, so I've got to get them something to eat. Alright, now I'm going to put this back in the oven, and it's going to cook for about 15 minutes, just until the cheese and all melts, and then we'll be ready to eat, and I'll bring you back and let you see what it looks like and how it tastes. Okay, I'm back, and you can see it looks so good. I can't wait to see what it tastes like. Hear the crunch? Ugh. Oh, it's gonna fall apart. It's really, really hot. So maybe we need to let it cool off for a minute. Okay, I'm gonna try this out and see what it tastes like. It's pretty hot. Oh my gosh.
So good.
This is amazing. Y'all are going to really like this. You've got to try it. It is awesome. The peppers and the onions came out. It is just such, it's so good. If you like this recipe, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and you have a good night. Bye.